Hello and namaste. I am Annie, and welcome to this trauma-informed yin yoga practice for emotional release and hip opening. So, our hips often store a lot of trauma or unintegrated emotions. When we move through the world feeling unsafe, we can come into this bracing position, and over time, that can create a lot of tension and crystallize fascia in the hips. So in this practice, we'll be directly, gently opening our hips. And I'll also be incorporating the Chinese meridians, where we'll be targeting the liver meridian that runs in the inside of the legs. That is often associated with our unexpressed anger. And as well, the kidney meridian also runs along the inside of the legs towards the torso and the collarbone, that is associated with our fear. So, given said all of that, remember that this practice is yours. So, always honor yourself, your inner landscape, and come out of the poses if you need to, or modify them, or simply rest. So, when you're ready, I invite you to come to your seated position, anywhere that you feel comfortable. And let's place the center of our palms over the knees, roll the shoulders back. If you are willing, you feel safe enough in your space, gently close your eyes. We'll softly tune to our breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And repeat internally after me. I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to feel. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes if they're closed. And let's come to the first posture in butterfly. Bring the soles of your feet together. And you can use the bolster for support, or simply rounding your spine and folding forward. And if you find there's a lot of tension in the hips and you need more support, you can always put some pillows underneath your legs. Always honor your edges. If the body opens up, act as an invitation for you to deepen, or you always have the choice to stay where you're at. And if this posture no longer serves you, you always can come out of it or simply modify. And gently rolling up one vertebra at a time. Before we take a rest, as you sit here, visualize water cascading down from the head, down the side of your neck, down the shoulders and arms. This downward motion is your stress leaving the body, the fear leaving the body. And when you're ready, find a resting position that can be on your side, your back, or even your belly. Come to the back, laying on your back. Drawing the knees to your chest and give yourself a small hug. We'll sway the knees side by side gently. And then we'll come into a figure 4 position. Again, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. You can simply hold on to the foot and knee or thread the hands through and then interlace your fingers and grab behind the right thigh. And notice this helps to open our outer hips as well as the back of the legs. If you find the mind drifting or unsettled, you always can open the eyes softly and gaze at one point to anchor the mind. And let's plant the right foot down to the floor. We're going to transition into a twist, crossing the left leg over the right, and then shifting the hips towards the left a little bit. And then bringing both legs towards the right side of your mat, and your left shoulder can slightly lift off the ground. And as long as that doesn't create a lot of discomfort in your chest and arm, you can also put a bolster underneath the legs. Arms can completely wide open or in a cactus arm shape. And keeping the head towards the sky. And slowly bring the legs back towards midline and come into a small resting position. You can extend the legs or keep the knees bent and place your hands over the belly. Breathing into the hands. Notice any body sensations arise and any feelings you have right now. And let's cross the right leg over the left thigh. And then draw the left knee to the chest. You can thread the hands through and interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Coming to figure 4 on the second side. Imagine your block of butter melting under the sun, releasing any fear and any unexpressed anger. Let's plant the left foot down, crossing the right knee over the left thigh, and then lift the hips up slightly, place it to the right hand side. And then bringing the legs towards the left, opening the arms out in the T shape or in cactus shape. You always can put a bolster underneath the thighs for more support for the spine, hip, and shoulders. And softly bring the legs back to neutral, unraveling, coming into a small rest. And then let's come onto our belly. We're going to set up for half frog. So I recommend putting a couple of pillows or even a big bolster like this one. Place it underneath the torso. And as you lay on your belly, we're going to extend the left leg out nice and long. And then the right knee is going to be bent and then lengthen to the side. So it's in half of position. And then simply rest on the side of your head. This posture directly stimulates the liver and kidney meridian, helping us to restore perception of clarity and patience. Breathing into the bolster or into your pillow. This belly breath would help to stimulate the rest and digest nervous system, creating calm from within. Let's switch to the second side, extending your right leg. And then let's bend into the left knee. A reminder that our body is not symmetrical, so if you find yourself using different variation or degrees of the position of the legs, that is just the way the body is built. And slowly extending the left leg. We'll conclude our practice with a supported child's pose. In the supported child's pose, we're going to open the knees slightly wider than usual. So this will help us get into our hips a little bit more. And then feel free to place a bolster underneath the torso. And then coming into a very supported child's pose. Feel the body getting heavier and heavier. And gradually coming all the way up and finding our way into final Shavasana. And if you have a tender lower back, I invite you to bring a bolster underneath your knees. And then coming into your final rest. Guiding you through a short body scan for deep relaxation. Slowly relax your feet and ankles. lower legs and knees, your thighs melting to the floor, belly and chest sinking. Relax the lower back, mid back, and the upper back. Your hands and forearms relax. Soften the upper arms and the shoulders. Relax the neck, head, forehead, and face. And now bring your mind to your heart and repeat internally, I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to feel. Gradually moving your fingers and toes. Reach all the way up and stretch your arms and legs. And draw the knees to your chest. And slowly roll to the side into a fetal position. And push yourself all the way up back into seated position. Let's bring our hands back onto knees, rolling the shoulders back. And either keeping the eyes softly open and gaze at one point in front, or softly close, directing your attention and intention to your heart. Visualize your reality without fear and anger. Visualize your reality open for opportunities and contentment. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And if you enjoyed this practice, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to bring you more trauma-informed yin yoga practices in the future. Namaste.